I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Well, to tell you the truth, in all this excitement, I kind of lost track myself. But being as this is a .44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, well, actually it's not the most powerful. There's a .460, a .45-70, a .500, and well, anyway, one of the most powerful handguns in the world, and it'll blow your gourd clean off. You got to ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punkin'? All right. What's that? You say you gotta know. All right. Back in 1971, Dirty Harry, the movie, premiered. Actually, that was the first of a series of movies. And Clint Eastwood, as Dirty Harry Callahan, the San Francisco detective, took the top billing, but the star of the show was the .44 Magnum. Not this .44 Magnum. Back in the 70s, because of the Dirty Harry movie, they were going at almost twice the MSRP. MSRP at the time was about $249. And with that, you got a 4-inch, 6.5-inch, or 8 3/8-inch barrel. You got adjustable target sights, target hammer, target trigger, and blue or nickel finish. And they came in a nice walnut presentation case. $249. I actually had 3 of them. I had the 4 or the 6 in blue, and I had the 8 3/8 in nickel. And I even carried the 8 3/8 for one winter in a shoulder holster as my backup gun. Our policy didn't say which gun you had to pull first. And I also used it with fair success in the second chance bowling pin competition, shooting the 8 3/8-inch barrel. It was Magna-ported, shooting my own hand loads, and could clear a table of 5 pins. Now we had to knock them all the way off a 4x8 table, not just knock them down. And I could do that in about 5 seconds with the .44. Nice gun, liked it. Unfortunately, back in those days, I was relatively young and had a family that was just starting out, and it was sell a gun to buy a gun, so regretfully I sold all of mine. A few years ago, I happened to be looking through the consignment case in my local gun shop, and I came across this 629. It is a stainless .44 Magnum, 6.5-inch barrel. Some differences between this and the original. Obviously, this is not original. It doesn't have the original box, doesn't have the original grips, doesn't have the original much of anything on it, except the gun itself. It has a Hogue extended cylinder release, makes it nice for competition. It's got a totally different rear sight on it, more of a combat type sight. Still 6-shot, still .44 Magnum. This one also is factory ported in the 6.5-inch barrel, so the sights move back just a little bit. And it has a smooth trigger on it instead of the serrated target trigger like the original Model 29s did. This gun is not a light gun, 49 ounces empty, about 54 ounces fully loaded with 6 rounds of 240 grain ammunition. And trigger pull on this, double action, and again, you know, I shoot double action. Double action on this is just about 10.5 pounds consistent. And by the way, you already saw it, it is empty. It doesn't feel it though. It feels probably closer to 8 or so, but possibly just because of the smooth trigger end, because I'm used to shooting double action revolvers. Single action on this, however, comes in at 2 pounds, 3 ounces, very consistent, very nice. Oh, something else different about this, the original 29s had the firing pin mounted pivoting in the hammer itself, and this one has a firing pin mounted in the frame. So that one of Smith & Wesson's more recent modifications. And also you can see here, this one has the key lock on it. Again, not a fan, but for the price, more than double what I paid for one of my originals back in the 70s. But anyway, nice shooting little gun. All right, it seems to work well at 10 yards, or 12 yards here actually, on the bowling pins and the pumpkin. Let's do one more run. I'm going to do this next run with my own 44 loads. They're downloaded to about 44 special velocity. I'm going to do one more run at 12 yards, and then we're going to set the cameras up and see if it'll reach out to 50 yards. All right, we're still set up at 12 yards, 240 grain cast lead semi-wad cutters, 44 Magnum case, but again, loaded to about 44 special velocity. Let's just see how this works on the plates. Let's take it out to 50 yards, see how it works out there. All right, model 629, loaded with 240 grain cast lead, downloaded to about 44 special velocity. Let's see if it'll reach out to 50 yards. I'm going to start with the white 16-inch with the black center. Now, it's getting a little dark out here. It's hard to see these black sights, but let's give it a try. All right, it rings that one pretty good. How about the 12-inch right below it? All right, got that. How about the 12-inch high right? All right, got that. Should I try a 10-inch? White one way over there on the left. All right, hey, that's 4 for 4. All right, I'm gonna get brave. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stick to the, we haven't done the orange silhouette with a black center. It got that one, and how about, let's go back to the 16-inch again. It rings nice. All right, good way to end it. No, it's not. It's a 44 Magnum. I should shoot 44 Magnum loads. Let's go back to that 16, white with a black center. All right, 12-inch right below it. 12-inch high right. Okay, powerful handgun. Oh, poor balance on the beam. All right, 10-inch on the left. Got to get that with a Magnum. Okay, silhouette. Did I miss the silhouette with a Magnum? All right, one more time. I did. That's all the Magnums I brought out here. Okay. Not a big fan of the Magnums. All right, that's just a quick look at the 44 Magnum, the only 6.5-inch, but the only model 29 type that I have. You saw the other video. We'll put a link up here to, at least I think that's where it goes, or does it go here? One or the other. We'll put the link up there to the model 69 5-shot 44 Magnum that I did, and you can see I'm really not a fan of the Magnum loads out of it. And just a little bit of history about the 1971 Dirty Harry series, followed up by Magnum Force and a couple others. I don't remember them offhand. It's been quite a while here. Again, here's the star of the show, or at least the older brother of this was the star of the show. If you like this video, we really do appreciate a thumbs up. And by all means, our channel's still growing. YouTube demonetizes these so they don't get real high in the rankings. We appreciate it if you share these videos, let friends know about Riders Range. We're still trying to grow the channel, so we do appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, click on the notifications bell so you're notified of what's coming up. We missed last Sunday, but we're trying to get one up at least once a week. Now that I'm retiring, we'll try to get up 2 or more every week. And comments on this video, please put them down below. Comments, again, help us get higher in the algorithm. And comments on anything else, info@ridersrange.com. The Smith & Wesson 629 out here on Riders Range. Thanks for visiting.